Department of Degree, Chaitanya Institute of Technology and Science, Warangal. In this lecture, I am going to explain about how much EMF is generated in transformer primary winding and how much EMF is induced in the transformer secondary winding. According to Faraday law of electromagnetic induction, the EMF induced in the transformers is directly proportional to rate of change of flux linkage. Mathematically it is expressed as E1 EMF induced in the primary winding is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux linkage. Which is variable here? Flux is variable. Rate of change of flux linkage. When primary coil of transformer is supplied with a AC supply, when rate of change of voltage links the coil, flux will be generated around the coil. Flux will be generated around the coil. I am giving AC supply, sinusoidal supply. So generation flux also sinusoidal in nature. So where phi equal to phi m sin omega t. The EMF generation in transformer primary winding E1 equal to N1 times d phi by dt, where N1 is the number of turns in the primary winding of the transformer. It's a proportional constant. If number of turns in the winding is high, the EMF generation is high. If number of turns in the winding is less, the EMF generation in the transformer is less. Then E1 equal to N1 times d by dt of what is phi? Phi m sin omega t. Where phi m is a constant value, you can bring outside and you can write as E1 equal to N1 phi m d by dt of sin omega t. What is the differentiation of sin omega t? Cos omega t into omega. Then E1 equal to N1 is times phi m cos omega t into omega. Here I am writing cos omega t as, according to trigonometry rules, E1 is N1 phi m. I am writing cos omega t as sin omega t minus pi by 2 times omega. Then the average EMF induced in the transformer primary winding. The average EMF induced in the transformer primary winding E1 average equal to N1 phi m omega sin omega t minus pi by 2. This much average value is induced in the transformer primary winding. But according to AC quantities fundamentals, every AC voltages and AC currents must be represented in its RMS values. Root means K values. What's the RMS value for this equation? If anything is something, E1 is E1 maximum times sin omega t minus pi by 2. For this E RMS is E maximum divided by root 2. How much maximum value here? N1 phi m omega. So E1 RMS induced in the transformer primary winding is N1 phi m omega divided by root 2. Where omega is radians per second, angular velocity. It can be written as N1 times phi m 2 pi m by root 2. Then it becomes root 2. Then E1 RMS is N1 phi m root 2 times pi f. Pi nothing but 22 by 7 or 3.14. E1 RMS is N1 phi m 2 times 3.14 into F. This product is 4.44 N1 5M into F. The EMF induced in the transformer primary winding is 4.44 N1 5M times F. From this equation, I am writing EMF induced per turn in the transformer winding. EMF induced per turn in the transformer. E1 RMS by N1 is 4.44 pi m F. I am taking this equation as A. Similarly, according to mutual reluctance principle, some flux links the secondary, then EMF induced in the secondary winding of the transformer. Then again, for the law of electromagnetic induction, EMF induced in the secondary winding E2 is directly proportional to rate of change of flux linkage. So E2 is directly proportional to d phi by dt. Again, flux generation in secondary winding is sin omega t, that is phi m sin omega t. Then E2 equal to here which terms are coming into action? Secondary winding terms. So secondary winding terms I am considering as N2. So E2 equal to N2 d phi by dt. Then you can get same expressions. It is E2 equal to N2. You can take phi m is outside, d by dt of sin omega t. Again, differentiation of sin nothing but cos omega t times omega. Then you can get E2 average value is E2 maximum sin omega t minus pi by 2. Then E2 RMS is N2 phi m root 2 pi times frequency. This is E2 RMS. E2 RMS you can get 4.44 times N2 pi m F. From this equation I am writing EMF induced in transformer secondary winding per turn. EMF induced in transformer secondary winding per turn, that is E2 by N2 is 4.44 N2 pi m F. I am taking this equation as 2. Okay. Question B. If you observe equation A and B, both the quantities are equal. That is 4.44 pi F. Means E1 by N1 equal to E2 by N2 equal to 4.44 pi m times F. In transformers, EMF induced per turn in primary is equal to EMF per turn in secondary. You can rearrange these terms. You can get E2 by E1 RMS quantities is equal to N2 by N1. I am considering this is equation 1. In transformers, input power to the winding, primary winding is V1 times I1. In transformer under ideal conditions, input power equal to output power. Under ideal condition means there is no core losses and there is no copper losses in the transformer. That condition, input power equal to output power. Now what's the expression for input power? Product of V1 and I1. So V1 I1. Here I am considering power factor is unity. Cos pi 1 is unity and cos pi 2 is unity. Assume transformer is under unity load condition, resistive load condition, working as a unity power factor. Then output power is V2 I2. Yeah, from this one can I write V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2. Yeah, this ratio I will call as transformation ratio and represent with the K. And this ratio also E2 by E1 equal to N2 by N1. This ratio are also called as transformation ratio and represent with the K. Represent with the K. Yeah, from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2, it is clear that transformation ratio K equal to E2 by E1 equal to N2 by N1 equal to V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2. Yeah, transformers are three types. If N2 is greater than N1, E2 is greater than E1, and V2 is greater than V1. This transformer is called as step-up transformer. It will steps up the voltages. Step up the voltages. Secondary side voltage is higher than the primary side voltage. If N2 is less than N1, E2 is less than E1, and V2 is less than V1. Means secondary side output voltage is less than primary.